Good afternoon, everyone, from Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Just fair warning, I'm not having my best brain day. So for you guys, this video won't be any longer than usual. But for me, it's probably going to be like 4 hours to record. That being said, just forgive any words I mix up. But we are here in front of the Cabana Bay Beach Resort, going to do a tour. So let's go inside to the lobby and start this thing off. Now I want to tell you that this resort, even though it is considered a value resort, has some of the best amenities for any value resort in Orlando. I mean, that's going against Universal or Disney. So this is a very exciting tour. There's multiple pools, lazy rivers, bowling alleys, you name it, this place has got it. Let's get inside and check it out. As we enter into the lobby, you walk into this airy 1950s looking retro lobby, which just makes you feel like you've been transported back in time. To the right, you have check-in, and you have an Avis car rental right here on property, which is nice. All the resorts for Universal seem to have that, and luggage service. On the other side of the lobby, you have the Swizzle Lounge that opens at noon. No food at the Swizzle Lounge, but you do have a full bar and draft beers. Out the right side is the side of the resort that has more of the family suites on it and the outdoor corridors and the atomic pool area. We'll go there in just a little while. But let's finish our inside section first. As we come up here, we have the Universal gift shop, which just continues with the theming and the way they've redone the Universal logo back to the 50s. Very cool. And as we do with most of our tours, we'll go into for some resort specific merchandise, which they do have. You have these Cabana Bay Beach Resort t-shirts, which look retro in themselves. I love it. And then my favorite thing is probably this Galaxy Bowl bowling shirt. I mean, I would rock that like every day, twice on Sunday. Let's see what this is. It is $64, but Galaxy Bowl is the name of the bowling alley on the second floor. We'll get up there in a little bit. But you have some amazing mugs and water bottles and embroidered towels. Let's see what else they got. Oh, you have a very cool looking long sleeve tee, Cabana Bay Beach Resort. And you have some robes. And then you have lanyards and pins. In case you missed any souvenirs in the park you wanted to get, they do have a large variety of them here. And we'll go out and keep going around what we'll call the horseshoe, because if you look at this from the air, it looks like a horseshoe. Lobby was back that way. We're going to continue this way, which is where you will find the Starbucks. I love that these Universal resorts have Starbucks in them. Now, I will tell you that it's empty here because we are here in the middle of the day. I'm sure in the morning this place is hectic. But they also have the nice 50s vibe going here. And then these stairs take you up to the upstairs area of the horseshoe where Galaxy Bowling and all that is. And we will head up there after the food court. So this is the Bayliner Diner. We'll go into the sitting area out there, but this is your food court. It's open 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and it offers a wide variety of stuff. Here's your grab and go sections. Now, all the resorts do these refillable drink mugs, and this is the Cabana Bay version. Very cool with the 50s and 60s characters on them. And in 1 to 3 days is $19, 4 to 7, $25, 8 days or more, $30. And that is refillable here at the resort. That is not refill in the parks. Here's your grab and go section. Check this out. You can get a sandwich, a small bag of chips, and a soda for $14. And those are some decent sized sandwiches. You can grab desserts here, little meat and cheese trays. And then here is your s'mores kits for when they do s'mores at night. And the s'mores kit is $8.99. That comes with your marshmallows, graham crackers, and a Hershey bar. Much like any food court, you have different sections. So you have the sizzling good, And this is going to be your cheeseburgers, chicken tenders, your traditional type eats. Next to that, you got international eats. Enjoy a taste of the world. You have Brazilian beef, you got stir-fried vegetables, shrimp stir-fry. Here you have your pizza. So you can get your classic cheese pizzas. You can get some flatbread, spaghetti, and meatballs. And then lastly, you have your deli, which you can get house-made chips with hot Cuban sandwiches and other kind of deli offerings. They do have, looks like the salad bar is not going right now, but they do have some pre-made salads here for you, and they have the prices to go with them. And there is another grab and go section for snacks over on the opposite end, and this is where you can find more of your drinks. You can find your, looks like they got some Danishes wrapped up here, crackers, snack mixes, potato chips. Oh, and what they did not see, or I did not see at Dockside, is they have a frozen yogurt bar. It's not included with your refillable cup, it says. But it says it's available at lunchtime. I would tear that up at lunchtime. And then they might have ices on the other side here. Looks like they do. Yes, there's an icy machine on the other side. Gotta love it. Let's go check out the sitting section. This is a very large seating section with tons of space for everyone. I love these like retro booths here. Very cool. Look at the chandeliers in the ceiling. And then the TVs here are playing old advertisements from the 50s and 60s and cartoon shorts from the 50s and 60s. At the back on both sides, you have freestyle machines where you can refill your mugs from the resort. Also areas to refill, like if you got just a one-time cup, and then your condiments are here. Love this mural. It looks like these are the same people that are on the mug, so that is very cool. And then back here to the back is the malt shop. And this is probably where I'd spend all my time because I'm addicted to ice cream. So they do have ice cream back here. They make milkshakes, malts, I guess. And then they have this cool sitting section with the TV going. And it just looks like an old 50s malt shop. Oh, they got a salted caramel brownie. Sorry, I'm not gonna drag you guys into my addiction here, but try our peanut butter salted caramel brownie adult shake. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta get out of here before I spend all my money. Let's go check out where some of the rooms are in the pools. Before we leave the Shakes Malt Shop, I just want to let you guys know that out these doors here beside it, and then around to the right is where the bus stops are that will take you to Epic, to City Walk, where you can get to Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and there's a bus to take you to Volcano Bay. And that is where you would catch those. Up the stairs from the Starbucks, you have Galaxy Bowl. Also, you have the Game-O-Rama. Try not to turn you guys too quick. And down there, the Jack LaLanne Fitness Center, which is currently being refurbished. But let's head into the Galaxy Bowl and see what's going on in here first. Now, this does have a restaurant in it. It says you need reservations for the restaurant and for bowling. The restaurant is your typical kind of fare. You got wings and loaded fries as appetizers. They have a couple different salads, and then some burgers, chicken tenders, ribs, things of that. And then bowling, here's your prices for bowling. Kind of pause on them for a minute. And let's check it out in here. This is open from noon to 11 p.m. daily. You have a nice little bar to the side and an entrance into Game-O-Rama where you can rent your shoes. And then look how awesome these lanes are. I feel like I've been transported back into the 1950s. The design of this place is absolutely great. With the colorful chandeliers and all the chairs and the colors. And then on either side for dining, you have tables in the corners where you can watch the bowlers and eat. And then also there are tables in the middle of your lanes that you can go ahead and order food and eat there. It's such an awesome little bowling alley. If we come out of the bowling alley, there's the stairs. And then down here, there's an entrance there to the Jack LaLanne Physical Fitness Center. But there is also one to the front. Like I said, it is under refurbishment right now. But they do have it open where you can kind of see the little mementos and museum pieces from Jack LaLanne's show that ran from the 50s to the early 80s. So we'll get in here and see that. There is a statue of Mr. Jack LaLanne there. And then here is some of his trophies and products and awards and pictures. So something interesting. There's there's the famous power juicer. But yes, you can come in here and check out Mr. Jack LaLanne himself. Now from the bowling alley, go in the other direction, more towards the food courts, is the Game-O-Rama Arcade. This is your pretty typical resort arcade. They don't seem to differ much between Universal, Disney, or any other resort I've seen. Lots of games, takes game cards, try to get tickets, have tickets, win stuff. And it does have an entrance right into Galaxy Bowl. And that pretty much does it for the upstairs section of this resort and the horseshoe or the lobby area. There is some nice quiet sitting down here above the food court, and there's a ramp that'll take you down to the pool area on the Hideaway side, and a ramp way down on this end to take you down to the pool area on the Atomic side. So let's get back downstairs and continue exploring. We are back in the lobby, and we are going to go back out to the back side of the lobby here and start kind of reviewing the pool areas and where these rooms are located. This side, where the Atomic pool is primarily where you'll find all your suites. We'll go over a map of this property and then show you around this side before we go over to the other side closer to Volcano Bay. Here is a map of this resort. It is a very large resort, over 2,000 rooms, and we have done a tour now of the horseshoe. We were in the lobby and we've come back out right here to this big "You Are Here" sign. Now, these buildings on this side, the Castaway, the Thunderbird, and the Starlight, all have exterior entrances and are where you will find the majority of your family suites. Now, I don't believe there to be a bad room in this resort. It kind of depends on what you're looking for and what your primary goal is for your stay to where you would want to be. So, I mean, anything in the 15s to the 11s has you near the pool and near the horseshoe where all the amenities we just went over were, but it has you further from the entrance to Volcano Bay. Now, the Continental in America and Bayside Beachside Towers have you closer to this pool where the lazy river is and closer to the entrance to Volcano Bay, but has you further from the lobby, some of the horseshoe amenities, the buses, and especially if you like to do any walking, the walking trail that takes you down to City Walk. So it really depends. If you're doing a lot of Volcano Bay days, maybe you want to be over on this side. If you're doing a lot of park days, maybe you want to be over on this side. So, you know, no matter which building you go to, you're gaining something and possibly losing something, but nothing major. And I guess the closer to the lobby, the better if you're looking to eat here at their diner all the time. But let's get exploring here. So these are the family suite rooms that surround the Atomic pool. And they, like I said, they are all mostly family suites on this side, and the walking trail is back over in that corner to City Walk. Let's get into the pool area and check it out. So just outside the lobby, inside the pool gates, you have this awesome sand pit area with the ping pong tables and all the lights above it for at night. And then that leads us right into the Atomic pool, which has a zero entry on the other side and stairs on this side. And it's got that 1950s looking dive platform, which obviously don't go diving off, but it does have the water slide that comes out of the middle of it. which is like a 100-foot water slide. They do offer cabanas here. As you can see, here are some of them on this side. There are some also on the other side of the pool. And with those cabanas comes a table and chairs, lounge tables, and a TV and a refrigerator. So, I mean, what more can you ask for? Do love all the shade they have for sitting areas here. Like as you can see here at the back by the Thunderbird building, they have this bay pavilion here and this one with seats in the shade and ceiling fans, which for someone that's not a huge fan of the sun like me, that is brilliant. They also have restrooms over here. And then this is where the ramp starts for the water slide. And this is where the zero entry side is. So you can walk into the pool from here and take this ramp up to the water slide. Nestled in the circle of the water slide ramp is the splash pad for the kids. You got buckets and your traditional fountains and things in a little splash area, but very cool, kind of tucked in here, has a lot of shade so the kiddos don't get too burned. Now that we've made it to the other side of the atomic pool, here is the rest of your cabanas. And you do have this huge sand section that you can bring chairs into, and kids can play in the sand as if they were at the beach, since that is what this resort is themed after, you know, retro 50s style beach resort. And then the best thing about the pool area, because you know me and Molly love the food, even though Molly is not with me today, she skips the resort review, she's out with a friend at the parks, is the eating areas. Now this is the Atomic Tonic. This is a full bar, draft beers and cocktails. But if you go around the side of it, you have the Atomic Grill, which is a quick service restaurant with this shaded outdoor sitting. Also has one of the refillable stations if you bought the mug for the resort. But this thing has a great variety of like tacos and wraps and sandwiches and that great light fare that you would want while you're at the pool. So this is your Atomic Pool section around the family suites, or the family suites, or around it, I should say. Let's keep on checking out this resort. Also in the evenings, they will roast marshmallows like a lot of the resorts around Orlando do. And just outside the lobby on the Atomic side, just behind the pool, is one of the fire pits where that can happen. So s'mores kits are available to purchase in Bayliner Diner, and this is where you can roast your s'mores. We've made it just outside the food court into the Continental section. We have the Continental building right there to the right and the Americana building here. And you can see the volcano from Volcano Bay just churning away in the background. As soon as you walk into the pool area, you have this awesome sand beach area. And we will keep heading down this way to show you the hideaway bar and food area, the lazy river and pool. This side of the pool here, closest to the food court, has a zero entry side, and right down the path leads you to the hideaway bar and grill, which has some awesome shade and sitting areas just across from the pool. Now the pool on this side is smaller as far as square footage goes, but you do have the lazy river on the other side. So down here in the hideaway, it feels just like that. It takes a couple steps down and goes into the bar area. And it has a full bar, beers on tap, frozen cocktails, and regular cocktails. Sorry, I told you it was going to be a rough day talking today. And then over here you have the to-go window for the hideaway grill where you can grab things to eat at the pool. You got turkey clubs, burgers, sandwiches, and more. And then this has an upstairs sitting area that is closed right now, but it normally is up there and overlooks the pool, and the stairs would be right there. Back behind it, you have a large hot tub overlooking the volcano from Volcano Bay right there. One of your towers is over here at the end of the Continental building. The other one will be at the end of the Americana building. This side does not have a full splash pad, but it does have this fountain play area for the kids to come over and play in. Here's the entrance to the lazy river, and there is your other tower Now, the towers have beautiful views, but they are the furthest away from the actual resort amenities, but closest to Volcano Bay. So depending on, kind of what your goal is while you're here, if you're spending most of your time at Volcano Bay, then maybe you would like to head for one of the towers. Here is another entrance to the lazy river, and it is just tucked right beside the pool here. We are down here at the end of the Americana building, right beside where one of the towers start. And this is where you will find the special entrance for guests of this resort, Cabana Bay, only to go into Volcano Bay. And it is right across this road here. And you have to have your room key to enter. It's not like you can come park here and sneak in. They do check to make sure that you are a guest of Cabana Bay before they let you sneak in this side entrance here. So guys, that is it from the Cabana Bay Beach Resort at Universal Orlando Resorts. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this place has so much to offer. It is amazing, all the stuff they pack into one of these value resorts. Like I said at the beginning, I think it's hard-pressed as one of the best value resorts in Orlando, even going up against some of the Disney ones. So tell me in the comments what you think if you ever stayed here. And if you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.